Hello, Sacred Spiritual Healer doing your reading with the Shaman Oracles energy for today. If you've seen yesterday's or the other days, you know that I am channeling the messages from Spirit for you here, and then I'm going to go into the book and read all the actual messages that the artist and creator wanted to portray with their artwork. This will give the viewers a different perspective when they do see or watch a reading using these oracles. So let's get started. Alright, so the first cup up is 21. It breaks down to a 3. It's called the Gatherer. This is your harvest, bringing in everything you've worked for and being thankful for it, showing gratitude to the universe for giving you abundance and things. You're loving yourself. You're feeling appreciative for the things you have. It's like she's kind of just in her bliss right now with her hair just off to her side, being at home in nature. Six is the blade. Okay, this is cutting things out that no longer serve you, cutting cords. It's the it's the harvest time. You've plucked all the plants up. You are ready to plow the fields, and just as a farmer would plow their fields and get ready to prepare for new growth for the following season, the blade with cutting cords is the same. You want to go in and cut off negative energetic cords that no longer serve you, and it doesn't hurt the other person. It doesn't if you do it with a child or a family member, cutting the cords only cuts the energetic as far as the negatives to that person. So I mean, they're still gonna be your child. They're still gonna feel the love from you, but it's going to help them have their energy back without the negative connections, any negative energies or discord. So it's healthy to go in and symbolically cut the cords from your energetic field. What you don't want to do is cut the cords when you're angry, you're disgusted with someone, you have a fight, say with a boyfriend, you break up, or a coworker or something that gossips or something. You don't want to, in a negative tone, be cutting those cords with them persons at that time. You want to first meditate and be in the right mind state before you do the cutting of the cords. Other words, karma energetic field's gonna see that it was with anger, and maybe there's lessons you need to learn to accept others for how they are, and then that person's going to be back in your life with more turmoil. So make sure you do your meditation, home, be in one, be calm, and be at peace before you do the ceremony of the cutting of the cords, so that it's with love of self. Yeah. And then fill the voids where those cords were connected. You can ask Archangel Michael to come in and pull the remaining cords and fill the holes or the voids with unconditional love for both yourself and the party that you're, cutting the cords from. You can send any negative or any energy back to that person and keeping your energy to you. At the same time, it's good to go in and call back fragmented pieces of your soul at that same time in ceremony. The Sweat Lodge is the next card, number 54. This is like the meditation. They go into where natives would go into the caves of the Sweat Lodge, and they would just, be, all warmth and meditate. I'm not sure why they call it the Sweat Lodge, except they sweat a lot. But it's number 54, breaks to a 9. The next card up is a 23 to a 5. The giveaway. This is where you're giving things back to the universe. You're donating your time, donating things that not only what you don't need. Maybe you're cleaning the house and donating things to charity. You're donating things to, you're helping maybe the homeless, or you're helping serve a meal at a soup kitchen. But you're giving back to the universe. You're not just taking all the time. You're not just manifesting and asking me, but you're giving back. You're giving back. Dedicate your soul and surrender yourself to the divine in your meditation, of course, but that you're giving back to society. Give back to Mother Earth, plant a tree, walk in nature, do something for the air. Plant a tree again would be great for the oxygen in the air, for Father Sky. But you want to be giving back to the, the animals. Maybe feed a feral cat colony, bird feeders for the birds, and so forth. But it's giving back because you've been blessed so well by the universe has blessed you with abundance in all things. And you feel abundant, you're radiating your glow of abundance. And so it's only natural you want to give back to the universe as a way of thanking it. The next card up is a 12, breaks to a 3. It's the Coyote. Coyote is very keen, very perceptive, quite the hunter. Moon energy, things in the shadow, things that are hidden, survival skills, survival of the fittest. I like it. I like the coyote. Maybe he is giving back. You can feed the coyotes. This is a defensive mechanism. Your animal instincts at prey. Again, go in nature. Do something that makes you feel like, go camping. That'd be a great in nature and bringing out your animal instincts. Okay, the child, number 7. The child within you is healing, asking you to heal your inner child, to go in and love yourself, to love your inner child. This is a lot of traumas and pains from past hurts, from moon cycle after moon cycle, many moons, thank you, Spirit. The many moons of your inner child being hurt or traumatized, and from a childhood, past lives as well. And they're calling out to you at this time to go in and do some inner child healing. Imagine yourself going back in a time when you recognize or remember someone hurting you, and you see the child there as your adult self, and you hug that child and let them know it's going to be okay, and you reassure them, you forgive them, and you forgive yourself. It's important that we forgive ourselves as well as others. Forgiving someone else is not helping that other person, it's helping our growth and our healing. And so it's important for us to always be in a forgiving mode. Next card is the Rattle. 43, breaks to a 7. Someone's trying to reach me. Might be sorry. So the rattle, make some noise. Use the rattle to dance, to awaken the spirits in you, awaken the spirits around you. Your spirit guides are with you, and they want you to know that they're there, and they want you to awaken your inner spirit, your inner joyfulness, your soul, with music, with sound, with dance. Go out in the weeds or out in the woods somewhere and sing to yourself or dance. Take a rattle with you. This also wards off the negative energies. It wards off the because sound like music and rattles and our singing, it raises the vibration not only of ourselves but the energy around us. Everything around us is energy. Our bodies are energy. Quantum physics. Next card is the Time Master, number 57. 12 breaks to a 3. He's a very old shaman, the Time Master. His father Time. You see the eternity symbol here on his chest and his heart, for he's eternal in mind. His beard, he's very wise. Father Time knows all things, of the things that have come at one sense, it comes around again. From one dimension to another, from one generation to another, things repeat themselves, just like old clothing styles, right? You see things now that were back from the 70s. The bell-bottom pants are back. They used to be back in the 60s as well. And same thing, Father Time says, you know, the things of karma and the things in our lives that haunt us or our family members, they all repeat in time. Because time is truly an illusion. All things are happening at the same time, at the same time. Can't say that word right now. Multi-dimensional as well, within different time zones, or timelines. Thank you, Spirit. But in the moon, Father Time. But time is not promised to the human avatar. Our human bodies are not endless. Our souls carry on to another life. They are reincarnated again and again. However, our human avatars are not. So while we're here on earth, know that time will run out, and you need to take every day. Don't take life for granted. Take every day at its most. Get the most out of everything you can joyfully, not for work and the matrix, but for yourself, for your soul, for your family. Next card is number 2, the Andean cross. This is the hole within it. Aztec of the mountains. The symbols around the mountains of the ancient ones that would use inscribed designs and symbols on the caves to communicate. So this is about communication, perhaps. The Andean cross wants you to communicate with your ancestors that have gone before you. Alright, so now I'm going to read those meanings for us. So, let me do this. So the first card, the Gatherer, is 21. I'll set it like that so you can see the card. See what you think you would have read out of it or gotten out of it. Before we cultivated grains, we collected the wild bounty of nature. The gatherer finds abundant seeds, nuts, berries, and the wild greens, where the ordinary person sees only the barren soil. The gatherer is the provider, the forager, and the gardener who collects roots and vegetables for long winters, when game is scarce. She does not hoard, trusting the bounty around her. Look at the resources you already have close at hand. This is a time of abundance. Everything around you is ripe and ready for harvest. Banish the notions of scarcity that have limited your choices and colored your destiny. Pack your food for the winter and start with the low-hanging fruits. Sorry. Something for the long-hanging fruits. This is is a time, I'm sure you already have a hand. This is a time of abundance. Everything around you is ripe and ready for harvest. Banish the notions of scarcity that have limited your choices and colored your destiny. Pack your foods for the winter and start with the low-hanging fruit that is all around you. Do not wander too far afield in search for what Spirit has already provided. Practice paying it forward, being thankful in advance of receiving. If you are in a scarcity mindset, open your heart to look beyond current conditions, and you will find that the bounty being offered to you. Practice sharing and not hoarding. If you hear the dog snoring, that would be Seymour. Number 6, the blade. Well, the blade represents sharpness of the mind, body, and spirit. Pointing upwards, it summons the power of heaven. When aimed down to the ground, it anchors the power of the heavens on earth. The blade can be a healing tool or a weapon. Weld it wisely, and it will transmit the power. Bestow initiations, cut energetic cords from the past, or sever the toxic relationships. Use it with anger, and it will slash, stab, and kill. Ooh. You are invited to draw your blade and use it well. It is not auspicious to hesitate, to waste time in idle talk, or to hide from the inevitable. Heavens and earth are aligned to support you in claiming your power, so take decisive action. Overcome your fears of hurting others. Unsheath the blade and use it wisely. It's time to put down the sword and place it back in its scabbard. Do not offer your blade in service to toxic emotion. You will be faced with an even more disagreeable future with the people or situations you are attempting to banish. Put the blade to rest until your inner fire has mellowed. Then use your blade with impeccable intention to cut the energetic cords that are tying you to the drama at hand. Set yourself free. Sweat Lodge, number 54. Sweat Lodge represents the womb of Mother Earth. Volcanic stones are heated in a fire outside, then brought into the lodge and placed in a shallow hole in the center. Participants sit in complete darkness around the red-hot stones to sweat away old habits and old beliefs and to heal the disease. When you return humbly to the womb of the Mother, you are offered second chances. This is a time to journey inward, into the dark and hidden places of your soul to reconnect with the ancient earth wisdom. You can also create a sacred and intimate space in the dark by lighting a candle. Observe what emerges, and without judging it, invite it to bring you its gifts. You are being offered an opportunity to shed and heal from the aspects of your life that you have outgrown. Do not worry that you will be consumed by the process. Life is offering you a second chance. Take it, since this chance may not come your way again for quite a while. Mother Earth is calling you into her womb, inviting you in to incubate as long as needed for a spiritual rebirth. Gift yourself time to be with your darkness, your fears, your pain, and your seeds of beautiful potential, until you come out the other side free, wiser, and full of creativity. Number 23, giveaway. The giveaway is a gift you offer to life without attachment, without expecting anything back. You can only give what is truly yours: a smile, a nod of encouragement, a gentle touch, and a kind word. This is not giving to others what you no longer want, like the sweater that no longer fits, but gifting that which is most precious, your authentic love and genuine feelings. Make a list of 10 people and things for which you are grateful. Connect with the feelings of gratitude. The giveaway comes to ask you to feel the same gratitude without needing anything or anyone to inspire it, and to share this gratitude with those you meet. As you offer thanks, your heart opens, and you start realizing how much life has given you. You heal your feelings of scarcity and open yourself to the abundance that surrounds you. The giveaway invites you to be able to the flow of life as you give freely and receive freely. It is difficult for you to set limits on how much of yourself you give. If you give more than is healthy, then you will not be able to give for long. You'll feel resentful with your partner or associates. You'll feel like the world owes you something in return. Notice if you give for any reason other than pure generosity. Are you trying to be liked or accepted? Are you hoping to heal an old wound? Start giving to yourself first and foremost. Offer yourself the care, the love, the time, and the acceptance that you are longing for. Once you experience plenty, then you can truly give to others. Exactly. You have to love yourself and fill your own cup before you can love others or expect them to love you. Number 7, the child. The child knows the way to joy and happiness. The child offers the return of a second innocence, a time born of wisdom and not of naive. This card allows you to correct your course and offer you a second chance. It brings you the possibilities of redemption and entering heaven while on earth. The child is here to release you from the habit of being you and to help you acquire a beginner's mind so that you can see life as if it for the first time. Remain open to learning and discovering. Who is your spouse or partner today? Can you see them with fresh eyes? Who is looking back at you in the mirror this morning? Become a mystery unto yourself and reconnect with a sense of childlike wonder. The child comes to show you how you can correct the course of your life without being punished. Set yourself free from your conditioning and suffering. You were born unfettered and happy and can be so again. If you make the right choice now, and the time is now, the child will help you climb out of the hole that you may have dug yourself into to recover your sense of playfulness. Number 43, the rattle. The rattle is a spirit caller, carrying the shaman's prayer to the 4 directions. The body of the rattle is like the earth spinning on its axis. With the aid of the rattle, the medicine woman instills a desired destiny in her future, closing with the prayer, "Great Spirit, may your will be done." The rattle guides us to pray for all the earth, not just for our personal needs. When we offer our prayers for the highest good of all, everything we need is provided for us. The rattle comes to invite you to work with the tools of spirit, but be careful. They are very sharp and can hurt you and others if they are not used mindfully. Set your old tools aside and take up the drawing instruments of spirit. You are consciously stepping into partnership with the divine. This is the time for courageous deeds. Do not let your hesitation get in the way of your expressions. You want to catch God on the whisper, not on the shout. What you are trying to craft to your own desires and expectation is already there, standing before you. Do not spin the world to your own benefit. You are being offered the Creator's tools, which must be put to use to serve a divine purpose. Crow and hawk helped today. $57. Give me 1 second. Okay. What number was it? 57. Time is a construct of the human mind through which life events are seen to flow in a straight line from past to future. This, however, is an illusion. Time moves in patterns, fractal, sometimes turning like a wheel and other moving straight as an arrow. Humans see time like a ticking clock, and this image reminds us that there is only so much of it to spend in a lifetime, like a kind of currency. At any given moment you can see time in all its infinite potential, at one vast and all-encompassing, then shrunken and infinite. It all depends on the perspective. When the Time Master visits you, he asks the most important question: will you break free from limited cause and effect thinking by moving beyond the linear illusions, welcoming the cyclic quality of time? You find yourself in a moment when the wheel of time turns and you're able to influence the past, thus changing the present and future simultaneously. This is the true test of Time Master. You're being invited to take back your power, so let go of the past and choose to step into your life. In this moment, you are all powerful. You are the Time Master. Anything is possible now. Sometimes it appears that you are running out of time. You worry you won't get what you need or want. Everything gets stuck like a log jam. This is only in your mind. Time expands and contracts according to your ability to be mindful and observant. Fully engaged in your now, it's time to release the story of your past. Equally, it's time to release your need to know the details of the future. All the treasure magically reveals itself when you remain relaxed and present to what is directly in front of you and nothing else. Then you realize you have all the time in the world. You will never run out of it. Number 2. The Andean cross represents the cosmology of the shaman. It depicts the 4 cardinal directions, the upper, the lower, and the steps to reach these realms. The hole in the center is a gateway to interdimensional travel. The proverbial eye of the needle we can all go through to experience higher states of awareness and wisdom and to break free of linear time. The Andean cross announces the start to a great journey. It's time to raise your gaze from the mundane, day to day, to that which, until now, has seemed beyond your grasp. Allow new wisdom to guide you and stop trying to make sense of it all before you respond with a resounding yes. The time has passed and the window of opportunity has closed. Now is not the moment to take that leap you have been over-preparing for. It is best to wait until conditions in heaven line up again to offer you a more proper moment. Any bold action you take now will require tremendous effort on your part. Just as important as knowing when to act is knowing when to return to your inner stillness and wait for more favorable time. Well, they all have to do with time and journeying and being grateful. So I hope you enjoyed that. Have a blessed day.